to Hub City TV, a USM student news production. We're your source to what's happening around the Pine Belt. I'm your host, Brittany Payne. And this week's show, big changes to Mississippi's alcohol level in beer as Raise Your Pints become law. John Neal, owner of the Keg and Barrel in Butch Bailey, joins us on set later to discuss what it all means. Reporter LaRaven Love tells us how Big City Dance makes its way to the South, and in sports, I recap where Southern Miss athletics are today. But first, stop, drop, and roll. That's typically what people think of when they hear fire. But in our next report, Inishan McGee tells us why having an escape route is just as important.
Fires have caused a terrible loss in the Pine Belt, so members of the Hattiesburg Fire Department advises on prevention. Captain Kurt Wigley reminds the public of the outreach program targeted for kids in the Pine Belt.
Russell, and he's the one that taught, went to the schools, especially, he did it year-round, but especially during the month of October.
Officials of the Hattiesburg Fire Department says it's always good to have a good escape route in case of a fire.
Lieutenant Jimmy Harrell Jr. gives advice specifically to parents when routing for escapes.
It depends on the home. The home, the structure of the house, and it all depends on the family. What's a good escape route for the family? The closest door to the kids' room, the parents' room, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you all come together and agree on the plan.
Harrell Jr. gives advice tips on items that we use every day in the household.
In the future, just to be precaution of fires, make sure that you always check your stoves. Make sure you never leave any candles burning. Make sure you keep matches and lighters away from kids and keep them in a safe place.
This was Inishan McGee reporting from Hub City TV.
Miss USM inspires people using her own life experiences. Jasmine Butler reports.
Keep persevering. Don't give up. Keep going, and it will get better.
Grace Claire Cordes, who will represent USM at the next Miss Mississippi pageant, was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder at the age of 10.
I was diagnosed with juvenile polyarticular rheumatoid arthritis, and now that I'm over 18, it's just rheumatoid arthritis.
Nurse Nancy Butler describes exactly how it can affect the body.
Rheumatoid arthritis is a disorder that affects the joints, and primarily what it does, it decreases the space between bones, thereby causing stiffness. So patients have trouble with mobility.
This is a common disease affecting 1.3 million people in the United States.
The newest drug on the market, I think, is Celebrex, and a lot of people use that. But you have to keep in mind those drugs bring other side effects along with them.
And I was really involved in like soccer, ballet, and piano, and juvenile rheumatoid arthritis affected every joint in my body to the point where I had to stop.
From that setback, music gained a special place in her heart.
And so my platform through Miss USM is supporting music education in schools, because my life has shown me how much music education does in good in terms for other children, whether they be special needs, normal children, it doesn't matter. It offers.
This is Jasmine Butler reporting for Hub City TV.
The Chicago Dance Artist Series makes its way to USM's campus, causing dance majors to leap for joy.
Southern Miss Dance Department prepares for the Chicago Dance Artist Series. Assistant Professor and Choreographer Elizabeth Lentz brings Chicago dance artists to her class.
I applied for a grant from the Partners for the Arts, which is a local organization here in Hattiesburg that provides great funding to USM artistic groups to help bring in outside groups and things. Luckily, they gave us some grant support for this, for the Chicago Dance Artist Series. And so this year, this is the first time that we're actually implementing the Chicago Dance Artist Series.
Students express how they feel about the dance series.
Their style is a lot different. Like, they like to have fun when they move, and they like to, which is a lot different from what I'm used to. Like, everything's ballet and very structured and stuff. So whenever they come in and they're like talking while they're dancing, that, like, it's very interesting.
a really good experience. It's awesome to just take in as much as you can all the time.
The artists will visit all month.
These people are good friends of mine, and some of them are some of my favorite choreographers, people I either worked with or really admire so much and would love to work with professionally as a dancer. And I think their first reaction was, Southern where? And what, is there dance there and all of this? And, so I would explain to them about this true gem of a dance program that we have here at USM.
For Hub City TV, I'm La Raven Love.
In this new era of social media, experts believe shortcuts and text lingo negatively affect communication skills. Our Chantel Upshaw talks with one person who disagrees.
Once upon a time, most people's main form of communication was in landline telephone. Now, more people are using their cell phone's texting option to communicate. One individual gives her outlook on text message usage.
I work at a youth court, so sometimes when I'm working with my counselor, I prefer to text when she's in court. So in certain situations, I think it is convenient, more convenient to actually text. You have people who overdo it or use it for the wrong reasons, and that becomes a problem. There's picture texting out there, and I think for some age groups, they use picture texting the wrong way. But for its purpose and what it should be used for, then yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, it's ruining communication. I actually think it's helping it. I think it's more for like shorthanding something. I can't pick up my phone now, so I'm going to text. I don't think it should be used to express feelings. Of course, you don't need to text when you're driving. There's a time and place for everything. I love it, and I hope they never take it away.
Reporting for Hub City TV, I'm Chantel Upshaw.
Coming up next, the Golden Eagle volleyball team digs in and emphasizes basic techniques.